losing. Connect everybody around me, I'm a catalyst passing the energy. I just wanna see everybody have a good time. The weekend's here, trust me, it's time for you to rewind. It's the weekend,
Do not cast pearls before swine. And what that means is that if people are not listening to you, stop talking to them. And that is the best piece of advice that I can give you. And what happens is that if you stop talking to people who aren't listening to you and start watching them instead, they will tell you what they're up to. But so if you have things to say them, but you find people that will listen, talk to them. The ones who aren't listening, pull back. Because you're devaluing what you have to say by offering it to an audience that does nothing but reject it. And that's a good guideline to life in general. So pull back.
Yo, what up, YouTube? Welcome to Sinn-Take, man. My name is Jason, coming back with another one, man. And I wanted y'all to see that clip because, you know, when I watched this, something caught me, man. Actually, the whole clip caught me, but I like what he said, which is, do not cast pearls before swine. Okay, now, obviously, you know that pearls are valuable. You know, that's gems. You know, that's wise words that you could be speaking. That could be ideas. You know what I mean? That could be anything. That could be your dreams. All of those things are like pearls because they so valuable. Your dreams are valuable. Your thoughts are valuable. You know what I'm saying? The gems that you drop, the information, your knowledge, all of it is valuable. You know what I'm saying? And he's saying do not cast pearls before swine. And the swine can be negative people. The swine can be the people that fall on deaf ears. You know what I mean? Low vibrational people. All types of those type of people who really not trying to hear what you saying. They just caught up into what they doing, and that's all that matter. You got negative people and people that just don't want to listen and all that shit around. You got low vibrational people that's not going to try to hear the knowledge that you have, hear the dreams that you have, you know. Here they're not trying to hear all of that. You know what I'm saying? So like he said, do not cast pearls before swine. Do not tell people shit. If you trying to tell people things and they not listening, like he said, you stop talking because you devaluing yourself talking to people that fall on deaf ears that's not trying to hear you. You know what I'm saying? It's like you wasting your time and energy, you know, and you know, think about Kevin Gates and those videos that I showed y'all where he was talking about semen retention. You know what I mean? And you know that fell on deaf ears. That was casting pearls before swine because all in those comments, it wasn't nothing but people laughing at him. It wasn't people that was in those comments. All it was people making jokes about him. You know, people talking about him. See, people saying slick shit about him. It was, you know, that was the swine. You know what I'm saying? Even in the Kodak Black thing, when he brought up semen retention, he casted pearls before swine, man. You know, and a lot of us is guilty of this. A lot of us sit there and we talk about our dreams. We talk about, we try to give people information. We try to be knowledgeable and give people, you know, drop gems on them that could possibly help people. But guess what? If they ain't trying to listen, then it ain't nothing you could do about it. So you are to a level devaluing yourself by sitting there even wasting your time and energy. You know, instead, like he said, stop talking. You know, you stop talking and start watching them. Because for real, if you telling somebody something, then obviously they mean something to you or they close to you or something. And if they not trying to hear it, right? If they not trying to hear it, they disregarding what you're saying. They, you know what I mean? They acting salty, kind of like they, you know, not, you know what I mean? Like they just not feeling your message, all types of shit, man. You know, people be having little slick little ways of devaluing you in general. So really, you need to stop talking to the motherfuckers and watch them because 9 times out of 10, they could be either taking that information and using your ideas, or they could just be flat out haters, backstabbers, all of that shit. So you gotta watch them instead. If it's motherfuckers you around and they ain't listening to what you saying, they downplaying your dreams and making you feel some type of way, bro. Like you telling them things and they making you feel like you can't do something. They slick hating and all that shit. Stop talking to them and start watching them. This is a dude that's up there. Obviously, this motivational speaker knows some things. You know what I'm saying? So he good with business. He make all types of informational videos, motivational videos, knows about business and all of that shit. This dude has a lot of knowledge and a lot of education. You know what I'm saying? But that doesn't mean that he don't deal with the same type of people or haven't dealt with, just like we deal with on this level. You know what I'm saying? It's all the same. Now, if he's saying it, then guess what? And I'm saying it, guess what? You know y'all done dealt with this shit before too, because I have. I didn't have people sit there, you know what I mean? I turn on my music and they flat out just, you know what I mean? They downplay it. They don't like it, or they slick hating, talking shit behind my back, all types of shit. All types of shit. They putting other people that they knew me. Right? They knew me more than they knew other people, and they put other people above me. You know what I'm saying? And these supposed to be like my boys, you know what I'm saying? And shit like that, people that I've been close to. So guess what? That's when you stop playing your music. That's when you stop talking about that business you're trying to create. That's when you stop talking about your dreams with these people, you know? And you just got to focus on you and do what you know. You know what I mean? Do what you destined for. You know what I mean? Hey, you know your purpose. And if you're trying to find your purpose, continue on that road and that path, man. A lot of y'all on this journey with me and shit like that, man. But guess what? You bring that up to people, man, they ain't gonna try to hear that shit. It's gonna fall on deaf ears. You gonna get the laughing and the jokes and shit like that. So don't say nothing. I told y'all before, and I'm gonna say it again. Sometimes, hey, you just gonna have to keep your mouth shut. You just gonna have to keep your mouth shut, man, about a lot of things. These days, man, you just, like I said, man, is no more Mr. Nice Guy, really. So you really don't have no reason to talk. You know what I mean? When you start something like this, you really don't want to talk to motherfuckers like that anyways. It's like, yeah, you know, you helping, you know, you getting your social anxiety taken care of. But really, man, it's like you just start seeing people for who they are. So even though you can have a conversation, you know, you don't have that anxiety that you had before when you was fapping and shit like that. You really stop caring. You don't really care to have conversation with too many people, man. And I know y'all feel that shit too, man, because I'm like that, man. It's like I was antisocial before, but now it's like, yo, like I can talk to people. I can talk when I feel like it, but most of the time, man, you know what? I'd rather not even have conversation, you know, because my mind is elsewhere. I'm too focused. A lot of us is just way too focused to even be trying to convince a motherfucker or something. I ain't trying to convince nobody. And I advise y'all to do the same shit, man, because you casting your pearls, you casting your pearls before swine, man. And I'm not trying to even make people sound like, you know, like they just the scum of the earth, but that's the saying. That's the saying. You know what I mean? Anybody, it could be anybody. You're not saying that they ain't shit. You ain't calling them names or nothing like that. But anybody that you feel close enough to share valuable information with, and if they not listening or trying to hear you out, then guess what? In that situation, in that case, they are swine. They are swine. So you don't need to be sharing and dropping gems. You keep that shit to yourself. Talk to people who listen, like he said. He said, talk to the people that listen. You know, like y'all listen. We have conversations. Y'all in the comments. You know what I mean? We get to talk. Y'all get to share things. I get to share things. You know what I'm saying? So it's not falling on deaf ears. I hear y'all and y'all hear me. You know what I mean? But it's not going to be like that with everybody. You know, YouTube is full of a whole bunch of shit. You got all types of things going on here. So, you know, it is what it is. But I'm going to always be here for the people that do want to listen. And, you know, for y'all that want to share some stuff, I'm going to be here. You know what I mean? And if y'all going to listen, and then guess what? Then I'm going to talk. And if y'all want to talk, then I'm going to listen. Vice versa. You know what I'm saying? But we ain't about to just waste our time. We ain't about to waste our time, man. A lot of those people, man, listen, man, you just gotta chop that shit up, man. It is what it is and keep it moving. It ain't even no point of being mad at nobody. But you best believe, though, guess what? When you receive them blessings, you know, when those dreams and aspirations come true, then you keep that mental note of the people that didn't listen. You keep that mental note of the ones that was slick hating on you. You keep that mental note of that, man. Because you're going to have a lot of people that's going to try to act like they was with you from day one. And you couldn't even share your ideas with these motherfuckers. You couldn't even bounce information off of these motherfuckers with each other to help build something. But then all of a sudden, when when everything that you've been working on start coming into fruition and that shit start seeing a light and that shit start making its way up and you on your way up, then guess what? They going to act like they was there the whole time. They gonna act like they was always with you. Hell, some of them gonna act like they the ones that came up with it and gave you the idea. Yeah, it be serious like that, man. So, man, don't waste your breath on some of these motherfuckers, man. Keep that shit to yourself. Keep that shit on the low. Jay-Z said it back then. He said, you don't say nothing, you just blow. You know what I mean? Don't talk about nothing of what you doing and shit like that. Keep that shit on the hush. Keep it on the hush, and then out of nowhere, just blow up on their ass before people be coming around talking about they made you, talking about they gave you the ideas, talking about, oh yeah, you know what I mean, they was your day ones and all of this and that. Man, fuck all of that. It's time for y'all to start protecting yourselves and y'all investments. Start protecting your energy too. Start protecting yourself, your energy, your investments, your dreams, all of that shit, man. Because you got a bunch of negative people that's walking around just waiting to tear you up, waiting to tear you down. They in some of y'all circles too. That's why I tell y'all to clean that motherfucking circle out. Make that motherfucker like this big. Make that circle like this big, and then you ain't gonna have to worry about that shit. It's too many motherfuckers that we see get to the top, and then now they want to make all these songs talking about people that then crossed them and did all of this backstabbing shit to them, but they never tighten that circle up. You know what I mean? So start working on it now. Start paying attention to the people that you talk to and shit like that. And then when you get them vibes and you start feeling that little energy, that little negative energy, just stop talking, bro. Don't share nothing else. Just stop talking because you see what it is. A lot of the times people don't want to see you get right. They don't want to see you elevate. So guess what? They're going to downplay everything that you got to say. They're going to downplay all your ideas. They're going to downplay your new look, how you feeling. They're going to downplay all of that shit, bro. And it's just going to get worse the longer you keep them around you, dog. And ain't no telling what could unfold when you keep snakes around you, man. You know what I mean? And that's just how it is, man. We got to come to grips with this shit, man. If you on this motherfucking journey, then you trying to elevate, bro. You got to elevate in that way too, man. Sometimes it's tough to just close your mouth, man. Sometimes you want to share some shit when you excited. You know what I mean? But people change. When you changing, man, for the better, bro, man, people change, dog. People don't be the same no more. People don't be the same, but you can't let that stop you either. You can't let that stop you. You know what I mean? So remember that, man. Go back. Watch what he say again. Watch that clip. I'm always tell y'all to go back and watch that clip again. I can sit here and admit that I'm not that great at articulating things, you know, but I'm trying to work on that. You know, and I'm okay with admitting that because when I put that out there, it make me feel better about it because I know that I need to put in work. I know that I'm putting in work to work on articulating things better. So I'm going to always tell y'all to go back and watch that clip. Watch the clips that I show if I don't explain it good enough. Or if you want to just watch that clip again and watch the video again, then you will see what I'm trying to say. Because we watch these clips, but I say it different. You know, I say what they saying so we can understand it, and I say it from my own understanding, you know, and I share that with y'all, man. So it is what it is, man. But I just want to share that with y'all, man. Y'all have a good afternoon. We're going to have a great week, man. We're going to have a great fucking week. I'll holler at y'all later, man. Peace.
First I'ma get on my grind, then second stop wasting my time on shit less important. If ain't about money, I'm going the other direction. And third, I'ma do what I gotta to eat. Fourth, I'ma sew up the streets. Fifth, I'ma never quit dropping this heat. So as long as I'm breathing, you better get used to me. Sixth, I'ma get